Greetings and salutations. Are we live? Yes, I am. Always have to check these things, you know how it is. Welcome once again to BeerNative. My name is Steve Jaguar, and I have a exciting announcement, really only for me, or if you happen to live in Grantham, and I think zero people from Grantham actually watch this show, if anyone these days, because I've been so inconsistent about reviewing beers. Nevertheless, I'm back. And I'm really pleased. The Sainsbury's in Grantham in Lincolnshire, this is about where I live, they have been wildly behind on the whole craft beer and supermarket revolution that is got to be going on 3 years old now. And they just had boring stock, mostly Brewdog, honestly. And I was surprised and relieved to go in there the other day and see that they had doubled the size of their craft beer offering. And they had some I'd never seen before. So let's get going on this. Another Faith and Futures. Well, a little bit biased toward Northern Monk, but it looked fascinating and I love the cause. So we're doing another one from Sainsbury's right about now. Alrighty. I'm going to crack this open. I know nothing about this. This was the usual price, $3.50, $3.75, something sub 4, right? It's a 6.5%, and all it says is it's an IPA. Thanks for nothing. That drives me nuts. You can see I've had it on the fridge for about 2 minutes because it's sweating all over the place. It doesn't tell me a single ingredient, and as much as I love the cause and how it gives back to the community, come on. I love detail. I want to know detail. That I'm detail oriented. But one way to get detail is to open it up, shut up, and try it. So I've got what feels like a really old glass now, a pandemic Cyberfest Beer 52. I don't even know if they do these online Cyberfests. They were very fun during the pandemic. I'm going to pour that in and see what we got. I'm blind. I probably could taste this blind. That might be smart. It's a little fuzzy, a little hazy. Not thick hazy, not New England hazy. It's just a little bit murky. And it's got a head that's just, I don't know, setting away instantaneously. So I'm not expecting it to be, frothy, lush mouthfeel like a white stout or something. I'm expecting it to just go blub, 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 and be gone. And it goes straight to my head. Ooh, it smells super stone fruity. I like that. Some of the ones I've been tasting recently, particularly the supermarket ones, even if they're 6% or more, where you would expect a bit of more of a kick to both the nose and, of course, the palate, has been a little bit inert. It's just been like there. And the characteristics have been almost entirely just citrus. And it's like, okay, it's like they don't want to offend anybody, which is remarkable because I did a review a few weeks back, which was about Transient by Northern Monk as my favorite supermarket IPA so far. It's a 7%, and it's got strata hops in it. Which is very edgy for a supermarket IPA, and yet it keeps getting restocked. So obviously people like it. I feel like Northern Monk has a ticket to ride to experiment and push something a little bit more challenging out there. And maybe this will be it, right? So far, it tastes really, really good. Sorry, taste. It smells. Get your senses straight, Steve. Just pour it in my ear and see what it tastes like. I actually kind of take it back. The texture's not bad. It is very fast in that I got hit with a really nice stone fruit, including the stone, that pit taste that you get when you bite too hard into a peach and you wonder if you chipped your teeth. That peachy apricot niceness. Let's try one more. There's even a slight dank to it. Yeah, that's what lingers. It's a bitter dankness that lingers, not like a straight up, maybe a little like a mosaic, but something that is there and isn't just citrus. It's not a citrus taste. It's not even a grapefruit taste. Grapefruit's like a default fallback. People like to drink APIs, IPAs, and go, oh, it's grapefruity. Yeah, they're all kind of grapefruity. This is really dank and stone fruit, almost entirely, I would say. Very different, actually. I was kidding. I wrote in the description before I started doing the review, maybe my new favorite supermarket beer. It's definitely my favorite, thinking about it, my favorite Sainsbury's supermarket beer. I'm not sure it's quite as good as the other one, but I am immediately thinking I would like to go get another one of these because I stupidly only bought one. And I don't know how much of a mainstay it's going to be in terms of being there. I'm gonna take one more sip here. Maybe I'm overblowing it. I don't think I am. It gives you that nice coating around the top, around the tonsils, if you still have those, back of the tongue. And it's not just a guzzler like I predicted because it didn't at a glance, like, look, the head's completely gone, right? It didn't look like something that was going to want to rest with in my mouth and reward me a few seconds after I sipped it, but it is. I still have it in my mouth. It's still good. I really like it. And I kind of want to go back, but I don't have to. So I could just sit and indulge myself with little tiny sips of this without feeling I had to pound it. Yet I feel like it may cross over into a warm day kind of instant relief beer. It's good. I'm going to give this a pretty good review whenever I get to my massive untapped backlog that I have to get to. I need to take like a day off just to get through all the beers I've reviewed that I haven't just gone through and put up there. I really like it. Let's do this. I think, I said there might be strata hop. I think there's like a strata hop. There's a wild card in it, like Amarillo or Strata or so certain ones that there definitely isn't in there. It could be a heavy mosaic hit as well. It's good. I really like it. I'd love to know what's in it. I wonder if you write to Northern Monk, will they tell you what's in it? I've never actually tried. I will try. I'm going to write to them or tweet them, and I will find out if they'll tell me the ingredients of it. And I will report back during my next review, which may be of another Sainsbury's beer, because seriously, there was like 8 beers there I never had before. So I got a whole bunch of them. Until then, though, I highly recommend, if you have a Sainsbury's nearby, I assume my Sainsbury's isn't unique. It's always behind the curve. They probably have this one near you. Go there and definitely buy it. It is a fantastic 6.5% IPA. And it supports a good cause. Who's Lucy Ketchin? Lucy Ketchin is another artist. Check out the style of art. There's a whole series of cans that you can buy to support this artist. Artists don't make a lot of money. I don't know if you know that. You probably do. The phrase starving artist is pretty common. Go check it out and support an artist who is now designing awesome can art. I think that's a pretty good reason alone to go buy a beer, let alone the fact that it tastes awesome. That's the end of this review. I'm going to definitely put this on tap now and make sure I don't miss out on making sure this is logged in my massive archive of reviewed beers. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is Good Beer. This is Good Beer Native. Steve out.